You're watching Drakewing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drakewing Gaming, a City Mountain Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming at you with a new Let's Play episode of When I Knew You. This is going to be replacing the Nun with a Gun in my little slot. Anyway, yeah, When I Knew You. The art style, I have to say, looks very, very familiar. You could say that maybe a certain someone worked on it from another previous game that I was covering that I just recently finished. Anyway, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you are up, and let's go. And I want to let y'all know, by the time you see this tomorrow, I will probably be at FWA, which is going on in Atlanta. So, I'm going to try and get more videos pushed out for that. Might be a couple days where there's nothing going up, because, you know, I won't be focusing on having fun at the con. But, yeah, anyway, let's go ahead. All right. Hey, bud, wake up. We're almost there. I blink awake, my vision being greeted by the seemingly never-ending forest of trees next to the freeway. Heavy metal rock music plays from the radio, though very faintly, since the volume's turned down almost all the way. I sit up, my neck aching like hell as I turn to my dad. What time is it? Almost 5. We'll be there in 15 minutes tops. I nod, and the nervous stirring feeling in my stomach returns. I'd forgotten about it for a while because, well, I was asleep. Now it's back, with as much force as it was when I first got in the car. Staring out the window, I try to clumsily control my breathing as I anticipate what is to come. Soon, in 15 minutes to be exact, I'll be back in my old home. Back to the old spots I used to go to, and back to the place where I grew up. Back to the friends I used to have. I dry my hands in my lap and look out the window, the guts feeling like a roller coaster. There we go. Okay. I must have been pretty obvious about it, because Dad speaks up again. You doing okay? I look over at him and nod, straining to smile. Just a little nervous is all. He hums an acknowledgement, something he does often, I've noticed. Well, this is all pretty sudden after all. Normal for you to feel that way. But with school and settling in so soon, I'm sure it's a lot for you right now. I nod, looking back at the scenery. Seems like Pricefield's only 2 miles away now. Yeah, and, there's the guys, too. Oh, your old buddies, right? Uh-huh. Have they changed much? He goes quiet for a moment, staring at the road ahead. Then he turns and smiles at me. Sure they have. Marcus is built like a truck now. He laughs and I stifle a smile, my heart skipping a beat. Really, Marcus? I mean, I knew he grew up to be tall, but buff, too? Now this I gotta see. Yeah? And what about David and the others? His laugh dies down into a cough, nodding in response. You'll see them when we get there. Huh? Like, right when we get there? Yeah, I didn't tell you. No? Shit, I think it was a surprise. My pulse picks up at least 2 more paces. Are they, like, waiting for us to get home? He sighs, defeated. No, they said they'd be at the sanitary at 6:30, so you can meet them there. Oh. Yeah. I take a deep breath and let it out, my mouth suddenly really dry. I mean, I did half expect to see them tonight. Maybe they'd stop by as I was unpacking, or so I thought. I think I'd have to go meet up with them. It's all the more nerve-wracking. Dad once again hums and pats my leg awkwardly for comfort. They're really excited to see you too, bud. I smile through the nerves, nodding more to myself than to him. Looking up, I see that the usual greenery is slowly being replaced with shops and small buildings. Looks like we're here, huh? Oh, I mean, yeah, yes. Dad chuckles again. Stepping inside the house was like a punch to the face, but in a good sort of way. I'm not like a masochist, I swear. And the smell was the first thing that really gut-punched me at first, flooding back old memories in waves and waves. It's only been 4 years, which in paper I guess doesn't seem like much, but, well, I was almost 14 when I moved out. 4 years is a long time for a teenager, I realize. I walk further inside, noticing that the house has gone through a couple of changes, some I can't quite put my finger on. A big one is the walls, which are completely a different color. As I'm staring around, Dad walks in with some of my luggage and smiles big at me. Like the new color? I'm guessing you picked it out? That means you hate it, doesn't it? I laugh and shake my head. It's a nice color, well, maybe it doesn't go well with the one outside. He sighs dramatically and drops my luggage on the floor, rubbing his forehead. You're killing me, Cal. You're killing your old man, you know that? I try apologizing through laughs, but he's already out the door, comically slouching, completely defeated. After unpacking and sitting in my room, soaking in the nostalgia, I go downstairs to Dad cooking. Oh, are we gonna eat dinner now, or? Oh, no, I'm just making us something to pack up for tomorrow. Oh, Mom didn't make me lunch for school, like, ever. Thanks, you don't have to, though. I mean, I'm like 99% sure there's a cafeteria at school. He just waves me off. It's for me too, Cal, if it's a problem with my cooking. No, you're a chef, I know that. He makes a my point hand gesture and continues to add vegetables to a pan. Anyway, don't you have somewhere to be? I fidget a bit, my pulse quickening again. Kicking me out so soon? Yes, quit stalling, you'll be late. He makes a shoo-shoo gesture without turning to look at me. Fine, alright, fine. I'm going. But I'm taking my bike. Oh, wait, you still have it, right? Please tell me you still have it. Sure do. Now there's no excuse to be late for school either. Yeah, I get it. I'm leaving. Be safe. Have fun. Thank you. Biking through town felt strange, to say the least. On one hand, this is where I grew up. I know these streets. The people who live in these houses, everything, really. And yet, I can't help but feel like a foreigner, an intruder in these roads. Like I'm not really welcome back after all. Maybe because it's been so long that I feel everyone's forgotten about me. Kind of like I was exiled. I laugh at the thought of a mob chasing me out of town with pitchforks. The witch was burned at the stake, and here he is again, by the power of dark magic. Well, dark magic and a shitty parent. As a familiar scene of the middle of town comes into view, my palm starts to slide off the rails and I pedal slower. I'm not gonna lie, I'm fucking terrified. I mean, like, I know we used to be super close, but I don't know just how much they've changed. I've definitely changed, so no doubt they did too. What if we don't like each other anymore? No, that's pushing it. It's not like they're whole different people. I'm sure Karina and Troy still hate each other. Marcus is probably still a nerd. And I'm sure David's still, No, that's just wishful thinking. A bike comes to a halt in front of the diner. The same rusty old sign at the entrance. The smell of syrup and burgers fills the air, but honestly, I feel like I'm going to throw up right about now. I see some people inside, but I can't really make them out, and I'm also trying desperately not to look their way. Oh, here goes everything. The chime of the door rings through the air as I step inside, drowning out the sound of my oh-so-loud heartbeat. The group of people seated at the booth stop their chatter, and now I fully see them. It's them. It's my old friends. They all turn to me, their faces twisting into surprise as they see my face. My mind goes absolutely blank, yet I still raise my hand and give them a small nervous wave. Callum! They rush over to hug me, one by one, until they're all piled on me, squeezing me tightly. Guys, you're cliffing me! With one last squeeze, they let go, wide smiles plastered in all their faces. Aw, man, it's been way too long! You haven't changed a bit. I haven't? Karina smacks Troy in the back of the head, making him yelp. He's just messing with you. You're like a whole man now. This makes Troy and Marcus chuckle, though it only gets them another mean glare from Karina. I mean, I guess total man is kind of pushing it. I'm like 5'6", last I checked anyway. Thanks, Karina, but you... Tanya's giving us that look again. Better sit down before she throws another egg at us. I smile as the image of Tanya hurling an egg from the kitchen at Troy flashes through my mind. In her defense, though, Troy was being super loud. I'm pretty sure he was singing some rock song at the top of his lungs. Once we're all seated, I finally get a good look at all of them. God, you two are tall. Troy and Marcus both grin stupidly from ear to ear, clearly proud of this fact. Yup. I'm sure I looked out in the gene pool. I'm glad I took after Gramps instead of my parents. This guy, though, he was always destined to be a skyscraper. Oh, for sure, I just didn't expect him to be so... big. Marcus smiles wider, puffing up his chest. Well, I guess I just got tired of being scrawny. I swear, he almost flexes a muscle as he looks at me, as if looking for approval, and I nod encouragingly. Oh yeah, aren't we all? Troy practically guffaws while Marcus glares at me playfully. Yeah, now who's the scrawny one, Callie? Troy? Hey, dude, I was on your side. There's sides? There's sides? I thought this was a free-for-all kind of thing. Actually, there are sides, and it's you and me versus these two. Karina hugs me tightly, smushing my cheek against hers. Ever since you left, all I've had is the guys, and they stink, like, literally all the time. Hey, that's just Troy. I always put deodorant on. I'm the one who stinks. You're the one who's sweating all day. Yeah, but you're the one who forgets to shower. I don't forget. I just choose not to. How is that better in any way? It's not. I'm just correcting you. See? See what I mean? It's hell. Bet even Satan himself at least puts some cologne on. I pat Karina's arm apologetically while Troy and Marcus sniff each other, swearing it's the other that stinks. Damn, I really did miss them. Seeing them here, being themselves, being this close, it's like all my worries disappear once I'm around them. Just like it's always been. But something's not quite right. By the way, where's David? Uh-oh. They all tense up and freeze, looking at me like I made an unfunny joke. What? Karina slowly lets go of me, and I turn to look at her, my heart sinking. Cal, David ran away 6 months ago. What? My face goes cold, my stomach drops to my knees. I look at the other two for confirmation, but they're avoiding my look. Their face is a mask of emotions I can't quite put together. What do you mean he ran away? Why would he... We don't know, but he just didn't show up to school one day, and... When we checked his house, his parents said a lot of his stuff had gone missing from his room. The police came and, well, they put two and two together. I blink at them, processing everything I just heard. What the hell? What the hell? He just packed his things up and left town? Why the fuck would he do that? Karina pulls me in for a hug, rubbing my back as I soullessly hug her back. I'm sorry, hon. You must have been expecting to see him again. Did your dad not tell you anything? I shake my head, a bit too overwhelmed to speak up. Actually, why didn't my dad say anything? That's kind of fucked up. It is, isn't it? Troy, come on, man. I'm sure Mr. Diaz had his reasons. Troy doesn't say anything, instead opting to play with some sugar packets from the table. After about a minute or two of silence, I pulled away from Karina's embrace and sit up, composing myself. 3 pairs of eyes fall on me, in worry and in expectancy. I take a deep breath and let out a wobbly sigh. Well, kinda always expected it, huh? Alright, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and pause it right there. Thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. I'm gonna try and put 2 videos up a day while I am at FWA, so just letting y'all know, it'll be 2 videos a day, not 3. Yeah, just so I can have time to get all the editing done at home before I leave. Anyway, thank y'all so much for watching. I love you all, and I shall see y'all in the next video. Bye-bye!